Yeah, and he can remove the wall cry tornado.
Yeah, a
when
purge.
he doesn't
right?
have shot.
Can remove the defense matrix too, right?
Yeah, that's a great pick.
It's a good pick.
A couple of them off back to back, so good juking through the trees by Ramses to make sure that he doesn't feed that early first blood.
But yeah, back to mid. I know.
Again.
Okay, never mind. Ramses' Fishman's not pretty low. Ramses might be able to step back. And the last right click and secure first blood. That's going to enable him to bring out a brace up, maybe a little bit of extra regen as well. So a good start. Mid lane, no one. Okay. I mean, this is a solo kill.
The mage, not the witch blade.
I don't hate it. I mean, you are going to have to deal with a lot of this magic damage coming through. Outside of the TA, it's pretty much exclusively magic damage coming your way, so I don't mind it at all.
Fishman. Almost.
TP from Thompson onto the back line. So I don't think you can completely leave that up to Ramses. Mars, in my opinion, works better as like that second wave of initiation. Speaking of Ramses, he's standing right next to Fishman right now in the tree line. Gonna go
They're
for
coming
it.
down. I mean, Ramses half health already. TPs will come through, but the arena, can he get on the outskirts? Turns with the spear. Gives him enough time to retreat away, and now with Pure's damage along with Thompson's rotation, there's going to be a great response out of Tundra. Then they'll be rewarded with a double kill. Pure very close now to the Maelstrom, and he may stick around to get a little bit of damage in the tower as well. So great response from the boys on Dire.
That's the timing that they're waiting for to be able to, you know, continue pushing on forward, start taking a few towers of their own.
The smoke from them, Thompson. Actually catch Kataomi just before the teleport away. Radiant are starting to converge down there. Even going to TP the Sven along with DM to the outpost. Kataomi, he's taken a long time to be killed off, and now, I mean, Dire are trying to mirror this move, but they might
not dying.
Latest Thompson, he's caught out with the no one less track on top of the Invoker. They're not done just yet. No damage to be able to stop the... Fishman's positioning, playing over to the right side where Watson's currently farming the Ancients. So making sure he puts himself as the first point of contact to help his Templar Assassin farm freely. And they want to take the fight. They're going to jump. This is the area they want to continue to control, and they will be able to do so. Now Ramses, it's a blink away. Saxa can also escape. They've got this higher ground ward to play with, but it's a little bit messy from Tundra. Thompson, he doesn't have this reposition, so he's still going to be caught out. Dean with a jump over the low ground. 2 free kills for CLOUD9, and now Ramses, he's going to be caught up too as well. So CLOUD9, they're going to be able to fight back here. Some much needed kills for them. They'll continue to defend their high ground, and now this net worth lead, it's actually into Radiant's favor. See enough of aggressive smoke out of C9. Will be towards bottom, and they might run into white one. Actually not. They're going to try and change their direction, go towards the triangle. No one is currently home though, so
Found him.
they'll still just be able to go back over. I believe he walked over a trap, so they'll get the freebie. Definitely not the kill they were hoping for in CLOUD9. But it's something, I suppose.
It's something, but Whitemon was in the right position, right? Like, he was pushing out the lane, he popped the smoke, 3 heroes, wasted about 30 seconds on the map just for 1 kill. So, very, very nicely done by him. Even got the Philosopher's Stone as well, so not even sacrificing too much of his own network.
Lane, who they got, Ramses stampede in, and that's going to assist with the further kill. 8 now to the boys on CLOUD9. T1 tower's going to go down as well, so these past movements from them, they've brought this game back. Not that it was too large of a deficit at all, but they are looking very good once they've been able to find their items.
With those 3 braces, even actually going to make this movement happen as soon as that Deso comes out for Watson. Love this. Like, he's been so on point with hitting his timings and instantly moving into the right position so that he doesn't even waste 5 seconds. There we go, straight onto Ramses.
And an easy pickoff, just run straight under the trap. Not much you're going to be able to do. Still, some heroes are smoked as well, so DM and Fishman maybe thinking they can get a +1 to the triangle. No one's home, but maybe if they go further to the south, they are currently venturing out inside the lane. Pure's going to show. Whitemon will actually break the smoke, so maybe giving them an opportunity to react. Pure's still going to run forward the back of the lane. In with the stump, but everyone else actually TP'd to the outpost, so a little bit messy.
Nice tornado.
They don't have all the reinforcements to be able to set up that initiation. Now, no one's still going to try and jump in the middle, but the BKB protects Pure. He's going to be able to charge for Pure, still falling.
Damage.
It doesn't matter. Look at the damage, man. Pure, along with Tundra, they bite back. CLOUD9 runs straight under the tier 1 tower, and Tundra, they were ready.
That was a little bit of that poor formation that we were talking about, right? They didn't have minutes left on this Aegis, but really see it going both ways, but I don't want to see them just hold up in the jungle because I feel like Tundra are going to take away way too much of your map if you do so.
Soxa might run under the trap up top. If there's going to be an opportunity for them, no one's going to jump out of the trees, and Watson's hidden him. More inside the mid lane as well. We see another kill going on. Fishman is going to have a couple of Tundra heroes pop out of nowhere. So it'll be a 1-for-1. I believe that is a dieback, because we saw the buyback previously from Fishman. So 60 seconds without the Sven.
I wonder if they do even want to fight now, though, on C9, right? That's the big thing. The arena was used to be able to kill that Sven, and yes, you don't have him for a full minute. That really does enable your Stampede quite heavily. Seems like for now, they just want to try and absolutely found his way. He's level 20, so he's got that reduced damage reduction from the focus fire. So all outer towers are going to be claimed in the duration of this Aegis. Probably not the absolute ideal that they were hoping for on Tundra. Maybe looking to try and invade the high ground just once, but
yeah. Okay, we'll see if they're going to be able to make the jump. Arena is there from Ramses. They've got a ward on the high ground as well. Ramses was waiting to get the arena onto 2, and now Pure's going to be here with the damage. Yeah, the Crimson's there, but it doesn't matter. Pure, I mean, Crystallis, give him the Alacrity, the Solar Flare. The damage is really there.
Yep. And, like, he's got more crit to come eventually. He's going for the Satanic just so that he can, you know, be a little bit more survivable. He knows that no one hasn't really been part of these
assassin, but not to be this game. Tundra just sweeping from lane to lane.
I think the biggest thing that I'm impressed with on Tundra is their itemization as well, right? Like, just all of these things that they're going that are basically, no pun intended, nullifying what Cloud9 are trying to do. Soxa is going for a nullifier as his next item, and when you consider what that can get rid of, you know, the status resist coming from the defense matrix gets rid of some of the Crimson Guard damage block as well coming through. That is a really useful tool. And that's not even just talking about the damage, right? If you've got the Solar Flare, plus the Nullifier, plus, you know, being a universal hero, all of those items as well.
Smoke, no one can run head first. Oh, what a timing of the tornado! Stops a hoof stomp from DM. The Sandpede's going to give them time to be able to react.
Solar Flare pops.
Ramsey's taking a lot of damage from the damage out of no one. They might be able to get rid of the Mars, and they will. A 1-for-1 to be able to start the fight. Soxa with an aggressive jump in, but by himself, he's trying to deal with no one. Soxa might be able to get the kill somewhere.
No way. Oh, the Matrix.
They stun at the last second, but it doesn't matter. Soxa assassinates the mid laner, but still over to the right side. Watson, he's trying to find an angle into the middle. A timing of the Hurricane Pike gets a little bit of separation out of Pure. A 10th in the side blade. It's a close one from Watson, but just not enough. And they're going to go for this. A blink onto the low ground. Are you forced to fight? Pure will get some distance away. Maybe they want to go back in with the shackles onto 2. Pure, they'll protect it with the Crimson. But the Crimson isn't enough damage mitigation. Pure standing strong, and we're seeing no right clicks out of Watson. The deafening blast, it will now expire. Watson jumps over the top, is able to assassinate the Wind Ranger. Now DM's not done just yet. Thompson stuck around, should be able to get away. And you've got the respawn, so Ramses is back alive. They will be able to play accordingly. Over towards the east side. Data list not completed from Pure.
The damage. Like,
yeah, fire out.
He's pretty much Exodia status right now. He needs his Aghanim Scepter, an Ag's Blessing, rather.
What's no one doing? They're making a play by themselves, and they're going to run all into Tundra. The TP. They're going to try and come through with someone else, but it doesn't matter. What was this play? And now DM, he's caught too. BKB still on cooldown for 10 seconds. I mean, DM, you're looking at buyback status now, because you're going to force it out if you're Tundra. You've got a lane down bottom, and they're trying to make some individual plays potentially, or we've seen at the moment recently, it's been all 5v5 fights. You're not at the stage where you can go for these maybe, you know, pick-offs onto a solo member.
Yeah, they don't have the damage at that point, and I think that was just a bit of miscommunication. You know, Kataomi was joining in, and you probably do survive if he's actually there with the rest of the boys, right? Just off the back of the defense matrix, the March, the Greaves coming through, the Holy Lock.
They're going to be cautious, they step up. Ram's going to be able to land the arena. Looks like it should be a quick and easy kill. Sven's there with the buyback ready as well, but buildings are going to fall. Watson almost gets Ramses. Watson actually jumps over the top, but Watson!
He's got the extra life.
He's got the Aegis. BKB's going to be popped into the inventory now. Pure doesn't get the force stuck down the low ground. He's going to look for the BKB TP out and will escape, but everyone else is stuck. No one. He'll get up to Whitemon. So they will get 2, but how many buybacks was used there for Cloud9?
3 buybacks used, and you still ended up losing, that tier 3 tower. It was a really great placement of the arena as well by Rams.
Do have a ward over by their triangle. This is a place maybe they want to position like we saw previously from Tundra. So it does have a ward to place up by the middle set of barracks. No one is currently home though. They will see the less shortly.
Ramses? Well, I was thinking maybe a Blink Hex. But back into
They're gonna go though, team with the jump tops and great reaction. BKB stops initiation over the northern side. Hex is there before the response from Pure, but it's gonna be a stun that's off the mark and no one's health is almost gone. No one has to be cautious. Steps over the west side. Pure's going deep. Should be able to get the kill onto Tinker and now retreat. Can you go back in on Cloud9? Still a lot of issues. I mean, the BKB makes it very difficult now without that available on Watson and Tundra. They can wait. Focus fires back up in 10 seconds. Maybe they'll go from DM. BKB just before the arrow connects.
Again, it still wasn't, like, it was probably the closest we've got to a 5v5, but the positioning wasn't quite there. With the They've actually found Watson. And then the BKB's on cooldown as well. Watson, they're going to be able to get rid of the Templar Assassin. At least he's one of the ones with buyback, but everyone else is caught inside the arena as well. The blade mail. The damage from the Pure focus fire. They're all just crumbling. They cannot sustain up against all the items and the net worth that Pure has. Watson's going to be going for a second time, and Tundra, they'll take game one. It looks like in this instance, damage will reign supreme over the survivability. Does indeed. You know, you can have a shield all you want, but as long as you're just sticking it up, it doesn't actually do anything. And I think that's where they kind of came undone. A little bit of
I mean, like, look what Omni's still in.
Can they pick up? What's the front line
Omni?
support?
True and Protector.
Oh, it is White one.
Oh.
Dazzle?
All right, they're gonna pick another hero that's also very
okay,
good for
yeah.
Monkey.
But yeah, I know you said in recent times. In fact, recent as yesterday, where we actually did see the Monkey King from no one up against a sniper. And that's nothing to say. They use no slash. Fishman is dead. A very awkward position to be in, and you hope you don't give first blood over to a hero that has a very good matchup in the mid lane, and looks like that might be the case if Thompson finds it, and he does. So, oh no, sniper. You know, we saw some others were banned out. I think they even got rid of the Invoker, which is probably less so in this instance. But like, you know, you're going to be picking at a bad matchup. Top lane, Kataomi. Couple of poison stacks, and this should be a kill onto the position 4. We see DM's trying to do whatever damage he can, but we'll have to go for the Corey snipe instead. Bottom, the action continues. Watson under the shrapnel. Saxik, he's going to be fine. They'll turn it back around. Now Fishman as well might be able to get his own kill. Maybe not. Saxik just gets out of the aggro. And we're going to see, I mean, this is starting to get out of control. 5-0, Saxik will deny himself, come back to the lane with full resources to play. Whether it be the top or bottom, we're actually going to see that be the case. Bottom. Yeah, okay, great answer. Thank you very much. Perfect timing. Ramses, they see an opportunity with him moving a little bit too far forward, but the boundless off the mark. Maybe not going to have a threat onto Saxik, because Thompson will actually mirror this. Fishman a little bit too far away to go for the deny. On the top lane, White one, they might also be able to get the Shadow Demon too, so both side lanes being able to pick up some kills for Cloud9. Sure, the net worth is looking okay at the moment, but we'll see maybe this game can blow wide open. Like, what do we... Okay, Saxa just finds Watson in the bottom jungle. Yeah, I mean, if he hasn't been in the lane, goes a long way towards a victory that's already looking pretty likely. See if they're going to be able to defend this, or maybe even protect DM's life as well. Assassinate's going to fly out. Thompson almost been able to get in range. There is a reaction coming out of Cloud9 though. Saxa might roll back up to the higher ground when no one... Kataomi is set up. Go for the stacks. I saw no one. Yoinking the stacks as well. They're going to force a response here. So not really in a position to be able to help, but he does have the Eclipse leveled up if he absolutely needs to. Fishman as well with the Pincer movement. They're going to be able to get the Fiends get in. It's looking a little bit messy from Tundra. The spells, along with the damages being split on multiple members of Tundra, so no one's really weak at the moment. Now Rams is able to continue the chase up to the high ground, and we saw previously in game 1, that was a big advantage from Cloud9 to be able to defend their triangle, but this game, it's just not the case. They'll lose 3 heroes, and they'll lose the stack as well. With the Eclipse leveled up early, he still felt so anxious about joining in because of how far behind they are in net worth. No points in the lunar orbit as well, and he's potentially getting dived as well as soon as he walks back into this lane. Pretty deep though. So gonna make the attempt. Watson tries to do his best to turn around with the Eclipse. Okay. It's gonna net them a kill onto Ramses, and hang on a second. You needed a couple more heroes. Just a lot of respect. Oh, this is a maxed out beam that Watson has, and okay.
that's what you're able to do. I'm very happy that you're able to, you know, bring what we said into reality on this Luna, but it's just going to be nowhere near as effective considering those illusions are going to be instantly wiped out as soon as you use the Poison Touch.
They play down bottom though, once again, trying to pick on Ramses as best as they can. The extra control coming through from the Atos from DM, and they're clicking a little bit. That freebie starting to chain it into another. This is maybe something that we can continue to see.
No one instead. He is their initiation. He is the one that needs to be finding the backlines. Wants to make sure that he's going in onto white one as Tundra actually go through the Fiend's Gate, so they'll look to join in once they go onto Saxa.
Unfortunately, they're not going to get there in time to protect him. Oh, and also pops the smoke with the shield rune. It's not as survivable. Wymon instantly purges that off. Now Fishman's going to be chased down as well. A couple of kills that go Tundra's way. Do you see bottom what's going on? Thompson's actually going to run into Kataomi, who TP to the outpost, but of course Thompson. Demons sticking around inside the top lane. And the rest of Tundra is starting to rotate as well. He without a doubt is dead. Make him work for it, maybe give him an opportunity to be able to get the Tormentor for the contest. And it will be an ag shot for Fishman.
So outside of Thompson, they are very single. So despite losing a couple of tier 2 towers, a couple of heroes, somehow net worth lead in C9's favor.
They will get Ramses again. Just pick on Ramses, that's it. 5 deaths out of the 9. Or Mr. Ramses, so DM's going to be able to... This time they might try and play behind Ramses, but Wymon's a little bit far away. I like to position the gate as well over the north, just in case if anyone's nearby, they're going to be able to close the distance onto them. So Ramses able to reposition, but unfortunately the Shattered Demon will not escape all the raw damage that Cloud9 have. So Eclipse has to be used. Watson's going to stick around to farm the wave, but Tundra are here. They brought the 4 remaining heroes. No one's going to stand his ground up on the trees just in case to give them this outpost location to maybe buy some time and give them the vision, but it looks like Cloud9, well, they actually want to stay around. Ramses in a crash shift on the high ground. Ramses! No. You're not jumping up into Watson when he's ready to go with the lunar orbit maxed out. And now no one, he's been able to catch up to Saxa as well, but the Gleipnir holds the sniper into place. Tundra trying to take the fight with their numbers disadvantage, but they are forced to. There is just no escape from them. They have to stand their ground, but the Fiend's Grip stops Pure from being able to right-click it all. I mean, the Grave is making it so frustrating. Pure might be able to TP up, but the Nightmare stops him short. They also catch out Thompson inside the tree line, and Cloud9, they are back with a bang. An incredible team fight from them.
Ramses is having a game that he'd like to forget, just going for a couple of dives too deep. The only reason he was saved. That's right, and again, we talk about these different timings, and
no one
really.
Oh, nice.
Just able to get away. Yeah, we talk about these timings. They made the most out of that one with the butterfly. They're just going to go straight back. You know, they're going to say, you're going to make this wrap around. We're going to need you to be a little bit quicker with your movement, because this is a melee and range racks going down. Who are they going to be able to find on the back row?
The position, first point of contact. Yeah, they're trying to with the Underlord. 2,500 health that they have to go through. Slider tries to get the initiation. Ramses, it's not good enough though. They're onto Thompson. Thompson's able to activate the Grave. He's in some danger. Banishment will buy in some time. And now Watson, they've got Pure up in his face. If they can deal with the Lunar, it's a lot of their damage output, but it takes too long. Yeah, you get rid of Watson, but the rest of Cloud9, they're in hot pursuit. Up on the high gun they go. There's some buybacks available for Tundra. They'll get one out of Thompson, another one out of Whitemon as well. It's a really heavy committal. No one will use a bit of a defensive Wukongs. Some respect needs to be given. And they are out though. Multiple buybacks from Tundra, and they will get no value out of it.
C9 may look to try and push their advantage while they can, especially now, again, that they've hit these big timings. You've got level 20, you've got the Kanda, you've got the Butterfly on no one as well. So will they be able to catch someone out again if they can find Ramses another time?
Potentially a 7th death here. Ramses' health will just evaporate. The Grave's going to be there. But with the BKB activated, there's going to be no banishment over to the right side. The squishy heroes all get blown up. And they were the ones that used the buyback prior. Watson cleaves them. Just the rain of the glaives, the eclipse as well. And that's probably just game.
All you need to do is rally around your strongest hero, and by far, that is Watson in this game. Pure, he's going to try and get away, but those bouncing glaives.
Catching up to him. Just gonna go for the throne.
Why not?
No glyph, T4 towers, and of course Endo 2 heroes without a buyback.
Look at those glaives.
GG.
Okay, there we go. No time's the charm.
But we'll get a 1-1 for our first series of the night. Tundra looked very good in game 1 and also to start our second game, but they just were not able to utilize that advantage.
They were not indeed, and really, I'm surprised at how kind of felt like this one slipped out of Tundra's grasp, right? Like.